Alright everyone, I'm back. I'll show you what I did off screen so you guys have a good guess what happened, and if you're playing along, you can also set yourself up if you have the same thing. Alright, so here's what I did off screen. Ran around quite a bit and leveled up Nexus quite a bit, giving her Ice Magic Refine and Strength Junction. Strength Junction is really good because it boosts your overall strength. Now what's also great is those fish fins I told you about in the last part. If you use them to create waters, like I did, you can apply them to your strength for a great boost. It is one of the best boosts early game to your strength stat, as far as I can remember. Now, we'll be getting other spells later on that do a better job at that, but for the time being, water is really freaking good. Nexus is currently learning Vitality Junction, which would be helpful for, I believe, HP, and maybe overall defense. Not 100% certain on that one, though. I also learned Card with Hex, and she's currently learning Card Mod. The boss we're going to be coming up against gives us 20 AP, and that'll be enough for me to learn Card Mod, which is great because that means I can do some stuff off screen. That also, what else did I do? I did some other stuff. I got all the magics up to 100, like I said. Yeah, you can get thunders from the Caterpillars, which is helpful. And the only thing that he has that she doesn't is Asuna, and that's because we got it from Draw Point. What else did I do off screen? I know I did something. Maybe it. Oh yeah, I got Ultra Waves from the Spiderweb from a Caterpillar, which is helpful. Good advice to quickly gain AP at this point in the game. Go down to the beach and fight those fish. My advice is to summon your Hex or your Quetzalcoatl, and wait a second or two after you start the summoning to summon Shiva or Nexus. And basically, Hex will draw the fish out of the ground, and Nexus will kill them, which is helpful. So, let's continue. On to the actual test. Okay, Junction Magic. Now pay attention. I'll be explaining to you how to utilize the magic you have stocked. I'm good. When you draw a new magic, try experimenting with it. Try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become stronger. Okay, ready to go? Oh, you do know how to use your Gunblade. Okay, basically what she's referring to is Squall, and for an extent, Cypher, have a unique ability to where they can guarantee a crit, which is about 50% more damage. Basically, just as you're about to hit the person, press R1. This will cause you to pull the trigger on the Gunblade, firing a bolt into the blade, shaking it, causing more damage. That is the lore. Normally, that'll destroy the blade. Just blow it the fuck up. But that's what happens. Squall's Limit Break, Renzokuken, follows the same pattern where you press R1 at the right point. Okay, I'm just concerned, that's all. Alright, let's go. Speaking of that, I gotta explain Limit Breaks. Actually, I'll wait till a little bit later on to do that. I'll be explaining a bit of a few things when we get to that point. Because I have to kill at least a few minutes. Objective: to obtain a low-level Guardian Force, a SeeD member must support. Are you ready? Yes. The raising the right hand vertical is a SeeD salute. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14, Krista's Trap. Select the time limit, choose one suited to your abilities, challenging yet reasonable. Okay, so we can do all these. If you're level 11, or even if you're base level, 10 minutes is more than enough time. The enemies that you're running up against will be easy. Very well, good luck. We want to be 10 minutes, though, to get the best possible score. Which I'll explain again in a little bit. My job is to support you in battle, everything else is up to you. Fine. Yeah, we can get there with 5 minutes to spare, it'll be perfect. You know, the boys often choke when a test comes to them. I guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. Just kidding, trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. Unfortunately, the fire cavern isn't that deep. So apparently the boys getting nervous because the sexy teacher is following them. Alright, red bats, not bad, not bad. Easy kills. Squall can one-hit pretty much anything in this cave besides the boss. 250. 64. That's more around the base damage I should be doing. But thanks to me getting water. Whew. I also collected more fish fins for later on. Fortunately, we can exchange magics between party members later on. So I don't have to worry about stocking up for every single character we're going to get. Guess it's right, you and Sephiroth are... blah, blah, blah. I got here a lot sooner than I thought. Or than I anticipated. Bombs! I never came across them in Final Fantasy VII, so I'll explain these creatures real quickly. Bomb, an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. Check the monster's weakness with scan. Bombs are really annoying creatures because the more you damage them and the longer the battle goes, they inflate themselves. This causes them to get to a certain size, and when that size hits, they'll fly up to an enemy, or fly up to one of your characters, and self-destruct, generally killing that character. It really sucks with that type of crap. So it's best just to kill them right out the gate. Hence, Nexus. That's literally the only time you should summon, is when you come across a group of 4 like that. Bomb fragments too, and vampire fangs. I believe bomb fragments will give me Fira when I get fire magic refined. Guess that's right, you and Cypher are in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Dakishin. Yeah, the last time I did this, I got here with 6 minutes to spare. So this is going to be a bit easier than normal. Yeah, what we want, by the way, is to get that clock down to 0, or as close as possible, without actually hitting 0. If it hits 0, it's automatic game over, unless we do the exploit we're going to do. There we go, 6 minutes left. Also, side note, enemies do have a chance of dropping cards, their cards. Which is helpful. Okay, that's it. Are you ready? Yeah. Seem confident enough. Hello, Ifrit. Or Ifrit, whatever you want to pronounce it. Alright, for those new to my Final Fantasy playthroughs, whenever I come across a boss, I will pause it. I'll take the chance to. And give you a rundown of what you can expect from the boss in terms of HP, EXP, AP, and stealing, as well as drop chances, drop rates, and their weaknesses. This is all for people who are, new to the game and playing along. He has 1,680 HP and will always be at static level 6, so we're over-leveled. He'll give us 20 AP upon being defeated. We can draw Fire, Cure, and Scan from him, all I hunted already. He has nothing to steal, but he will drop, let's see here. He has a chance of dropping at 69.5%, 3 G returners, at 19.9, 4 G returners, at 5.9, 5 G returners, and at 4.7%, 6 G returners. I'll explain those are later. He'll also guarantee drop his card. He is weak to ice, absorbs fire, vulnerable to gravity, which we don't have. And the only status vulnerability he has is the end, which I'll explain in the future. Nexus is the go-to spell for him, because he's fire with ice. Plus, I want to run out that clock as much as possible, because, like I said, we're close to 0. Okay then. 338. Not bad, not bad. They have Nexus. Now you can fight and beat him to submission normally without using the Guardian Forces. It just makes it a lot easier. And runs out the clock. Hey Axe, how you doing, girl? Whoa! Alright. 155, not bad. How's my physical attack with Squall? We'll see if it's worth summoning. Yeah, it is. Not bad for a human. There's still a little more to go. Come on. Shocking development. Alright. 142. Yeah, not bad. Not great, but not bad. And Nexus, finish them off for us, please. There actually is a summon in this game, I believe, that has a summon time of about an entire minute or two. Not 2 minutes, but almost a full minute. It's obscenely long. It's also the ultimate summon in the game. 336 again. Ugh, I understand. Estimated Nexus. Very well, I will join you. Alright, so I have to spend 3.5 minutes. That's not bad. So about 16. Okay. Oh, G returners. 6 of them too. I'll explain what those are in a second. Okay. Let the screen sit here for the remainder of your time. This will get you to the 0, which is what we want. Alright, G returners. I'll explain that. As you may have noticed, when you're doing a summoning, there is a HP bar for your summon, which kind of annoying, but it keeps you protected from enemy attacks, hence why they're called Guardians. They protect you. If they go down to 0 HP, they're dead, pretty much. You can't use them in battle until you bring them back via a cottage or a G returner. A G returner is basically a Guardian returner, a Phoenix down, pretty much. Really freaking helpful to have those things. Later on, we'll gain access to Guardian Potions, Guardian High Potions, Guardian X Potions. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to be wanting cottages because it will fully restore your party and your Guardian Force's HP, which is really freaking helpful. We just now got Ifrit, which I'll name him in a second, but I'll explain why we wanted to do this in the first place. Okay. Next set, we will be going on another mission. This is the conclusion of the SeeD exams, basically. And in them, when we get back, we'll have a grade report. The Fire Cavern follows under judgment in that situation. It's basically you judge the situation appropriately, and you're able to get enough time to do what you need to get done. Finishing these things at the highest possible thing will give you EXP bonuses and money bonuses for your SeeD ranking as well as your starting salary. Basically, we're a mercenary group funded by the Gardens. So the Gardens pay the SeeDs so they can go out and do what they need to do. Generally, missions, they're mercenaries, you know. Doing these exams properly increases the rate in which you gain your SeeD rank by doing certain events befitting of a SeeD. They'll also, I believe, increase how much money you get whenever you do get your paycheck. For the Fire Caverns, which is Judgment, you need to beat it in a certain amount of time. So, if you beat it with 15 minutes or more to spare, you basically lose an entire SeeD grade. You don't want that. Anywhere in the 14-minute range, you lose 90 experience points, which sucks eggs. And in the 13, 90 as well. 12 minutes, 70. 11, 60, and 10 minutes you lose 50 experience points. 100 is a level. If you beat with 9 minutes to 3 minutes, you just get the base, which you don't want. To anywhere in the 2-minute range, you get plus 30, which is nice. Anywhere in the 1-minute range, you get plus 50. Anywhere between a minute and 30, you get plus 60. The half minute to 8 seconds, you get plus 70, and 7 seconds to 0, you get a full SeeD rank for that. So you want to sit here and let that timer run out. So we had 3.5 minutes on, timer's already done, so we're good with that. We will also be judged on our conduct, which is things befitting of a SeeD. Basically, you need to beat it. You need to finish the next test with as much time as possible. Attack, the number of enemies you fight, easy enough. Spirit, the number of times you run away. Never run away until after you finish the next portion of the thing. There's only one mandatory runaway, so we need to keep that in mind. Attitude, or points deducted, depending on what we do, are if we do things unbefitting of a SeeD, which you kind of want to be careful with that. And that's about it. After we finish that, we'll become fully fledged SeeDs, and we gain access to a written test. They're basically questions asked by in the tutorial that you can learn from in the tutorial. So I'll read them over. I probably won't make a guide for that, so sorry, but it is helpful. Okay. All right, now that's all said and done. I know the timer has run out because we've been here longer. Time to name Ifrit. Naming him Dante. My reference to Dante in the Divine Comedy, as well as Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Confirm. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good. You got yourself a Guardian Force. If you junction that Guardian Force, you'll be able to use the Elemental Junction ability. Here's an explanation on elements. I explained this last part. Don't worry about that. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters here, so junction Blizzard to your elemental attack. You have a lot easier time with fire elemental enemies. Dante. Actually, let's not do that. Let's give that to her. Ooh, I never actually assigned her magic. Crap. Sleep. Blizzard. Okay. This way she has more strength as opposed to just Squall having the oomph. Alright, he learned card mod, which is helpful. Junction. 2 more points for that. Now let's get this. That way I can get lightning and wind magic. And you. Fire magic are fine. Let's get out of here. Once we get outside, that'll be it for this set. So yeah, I apologize for me bogging down a lot of this first set with basically the mechanics of the game. Again, this is for people who are new to the series, or new to the game, I should say. I won't really do that in the future. I'll only ever actually go into deep explanations when we get to parts that require it, you know. But I'll explain what I'll do off screen once we get out of here. Let's fight you. It's just that mouth. I'll check something quickly. Oh, cool. He has the 3 base elements. That's helpful. Bye-bye. Now, simple enough. 1 AP. I need 2 more so I can learn the ability for Nexus. And yes, I will refer to them by the names I give them, not the proper name. Unless I'm giving you tips. Because I have no clue what you guys named yours, or if you use family friendly or not. What do we have? Ah, hey, buddy. I will summon Dante just so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, 356, nice! That is because she has the ice magic buff as well as the water, which is helpful. I may come back here and farm bombshells. I believe they bomb fragments. If memory serves, they give me Fura, which is level 2 fire, which is always helpful. Now, if memory serves, fire are the spells. If you put them in your elemental junction, the base spell, which is fire, water, thunder, stuff like that, will give you 50% of that elemental on your attack. The second level, Fira, Thundara, Bizarra, that will give you 100% of the element on your attack. And the ultimate, 150, I think? Something like that. But you put it into your defense, it gives you the ability to absorb the element. Keep in mind, that's if I'm remembering correctly. It's been ages since I played this game. Ah, yes, next to learn Vitality Junction. That's helpful. Side note, you will never find a Guardian Force with all of the junctions on them. If you have a Game Shark or a Chocobo World, you can do that. You can force them to learn it. But yeah, not doing that. I'll explain Chocobo World when we get to that portion of the game. Basically, we'll find a Chocobo. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do off screen. I'm going to run around and AP grind. And I may go down to the city and do some card battles. Because I want some card stuff. Speaking of which, Dante, his card. Very powerful on the upper, the left and the top, and okay on the right. Alright, now let's summon Dante so I can show him what it looks like. There's a town over here. If you follow the train tracks into the cavern, you can find a Asuna draw point hidden there. I'll always be certain to show off new Guardian Forces when I get them. Alright, Dante, do your thing. That would have been stupid. I would have killed the bite bug. Alright, Dante, do your thing. Boom. It's so much more bestial, you know? Like an animal. Not just human with horns. Alright. And that's Hellfire. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this set. I'll see you guys next week. I'm really looking forward to getting some Final Fantasy VIII, my favorite Final Fantasy. So, till then, hope you guys have a great day, and bye-bye.